Hey everybody, how's it going? We're halfway through the month, so we're going to be coming back and we're going to be talking to you guys about Hope Wines. We're going to be talking to you about Community Pay It Forward, but more importantly, we're going to be talking to you about the Avery Center and Project Diehard. Two very, very wonderful, very caring programs that we're trying to help support with a partnership with Hope Wines and Stephanie. Stephanie and I got together about a month ago, really, Stephanie. It came together very quickly. It was two like minds that came together, and we were like, you know what, let's put this together and let's celebrate Hope Wines and all that they do, and let's celebrate what we're doing here, and let's really make a difference with some of our nonprofits. Stephanie, why don't you go on ahead and please explain to everybody what Hope Wines is?
Absolutely. The first thing I do want to say is that anyone who is supporting these causes tonight, I just want to throw out there, I'm going to be entering those people into a live drawing on our event page. So I wanted to start off with that. So if you support during the live, we're also going to give you a shout out. So want to preface with that, and I'll jump right in. So my name is Stephanie. Oh, go ahead.
And we're going to give you a cooling towel from Community Pay It Forward.
I love that. My name is Stephanie Simoes. I am a cause entrepreneur with One Hope Wine. We are an award-winning Napa Valley winery that gives back with each bottle of wine. So what I do is I specialize in fundraising, gifting, private wine events, and wine delivery. I'm really, really excited to be here. I'm excited to hear from both of you guys tonight. Specifically, for every $50 that we raise as a group collectively, I'm personally going to be making a $25 monetary donation myself. So really just excited to be here, partnering with Community Pay It Forward to raise a donation. I am also streaming to my social platform. So if you're tuning in there is a link in the bio direct to the fundraising links for these incredible causes that you're about to hear from. Perfect. So yeah, if you support these causes tonight, you'll be entered into a live drawing. And I want to turn it over to the Avery Center first. Lydia, if you want to jump right in and share.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, Stephanie and Zach, for having me and the Avery Center on. We are so grateful as an organization to collaborate with so many people, across the nation. And Zach, I know you've known Megan for a while and just have loved to help her with this, her organization. And yeah, so the Avery Center was originally called Free Our Girls, and my coworker, Marissa, kind of explained this last time, but if you weren't here, Free Our Girls was the original name for the Avery Center. But in the last couple years, we just kind of went through a rebranding and are now called the Avery Center. We just wanted people to know that, we serve anybody and everybody, not just girls. We serve everybody. And the Avery Center is a nonprofit that works. We're located in northern Colorado, but we work nationwide as well to help victims of trafficking. And so we work with individuals who want to exit or who just need help and support. At the Avery Center, there's two arms. We have the research side. And we also have the services side, and I work with the outreach department. So Marissa, who was on here last time, she's actually my boss. And so we work in the community, helping other people just, become knowledgeable about what human trafficking looks like and what people can do to, educate themselves in the community. And there's so many parts of this organization that are so great and that does a lot of good in our community and throughout the nation. And I'm just going to kind of talk a little bit about a few of those services that we have. One of our most well-known services and I guess kind of most popular is our care packages that we send out monthly. And these care packages are just a great way to connect to people throughout the nation. They don't just ship in Colorado, they ship throughout the nation. And they're just small packages that just let people know who are being exploited or who are that there are people who are there to support them, specifically the Avery Center. So each month is a little different. The care packages have, socks in them, or they have, a goodie or a combination of both. But yeah, right now we're sending to about 100 people care packages throughout the nation. And this year we're trying to get it up to 200 people. So, and we already have a wait list for that. So it is a very, needed and well-liked service that we have at the Avery Center. And what people like the most is every care package has words of affirmation. So this could be a quote. This could just be, people are rooting for you. And people, individuals that receive these care packages, they love that. That's everybody loves to be, receive a package in the mail and know that people are thinking about them and care about them. So that's one of our most popular services, and something that is really meaningful to me, just knowing that, we put that time and effort into putting those packages out. But are there any specific questions?
Yeah, Lydia, I wanted to go on ahead and make mention of this. One of the things that we were talking about last time, there's each month the care packages are a little bit different. People around the country can send you guys stuff to help create these packages, though, right?
Yeah, we love donations. We try to collaborate with businesses near us, and in Colorado, but elsewhere as well, to send things to us that could be put into the packages, to donate things. The colleges near us often participate. The fraternities like to donate things or to help put the packages together. So yeah, you can send us things. You can look at our website and find our contact information, and we can work with you from there about things. The packages are small, so we don't accept like big things because they wouldn't fit in the package. But like small things, we love getting those donations of, granola bars or socks or lotions, things like that. So
you guys also do a lot of counseling. You guys do I want to say preventive teaching. I attended it virtually, but one of the really good ones about things that happen, what teachers and what you can look for the younger school age children. And there were things that I never ever would have thought of, things like 2 cell phones or something like that. It was so educational. Do you guys and I know that Megan was working on this once before, and I'm not sure if you guys have got it yet, so that's kind of where this question's coming from. Do you guys have those recorded yet to where people can watch them? Because I really would like to see more people participate in those trainings, because we had an event just recently where family members felt very threatened at a Walmart. And this is one of those places where the hunters are.
Yeah. So we mainly work with adult clients, and part of the Outreach's job is to collaborate with organizations in our community that can do a lot of good and preventative work specifically. So we are not, we don't get a lot of funding for preventative work, unfortunately, yet. That's still kind of in the works of, going into schools and educating, parents and teenagers and people like that. But we do try to prioritize educating people that we know that can make a difference. So right now, I just got finished educating the fire department locally about what human trafficking looks like and what, as emergency responders, they can do to, make a difference in the community and use the Avery Center as a resource. And so those are, emergency responders are somebody that we are trying to work with to educate, along with, other organizations, like an adoption agency. We did a presentation and a training for them so that they can know the signs. And so there's organizations around here that we're trying to educate in the preventative work, and also just helping them understand that the Avery Center can be used as a resource to, if they feel like they know somebody that is experiencing this. But we don't have any like general recordings yet. I think that's in the works. But unfortunately we don't have that yet. So
yeah, like I said, I know that was one thing that I had mentioned my admiration for Megan the last time, because to be able to talk to Megan, you have to get on her schedule like a year and a half early, just to sit down and say boo to her. So, but and so I know that we were talking about trying to get it to where she was recording a lot of the trainings and stuff like this, to have them just for people to watch. And like I said, when I sat through that meeting, it was amazing to me, some of the stuff that you learned. And it was one of those things where at the same time it was amazing. It was also heartbreaking to hear some of the tactics that are used to get people. Can you give us like one example of something that people should really be watching for?
Yeah, and there's so many resources as well for parents and communities to understand what human trafficking is and what it looks like. And so one of my favorite resources is Polaris Project, and you can just Google that. It's also, the hub of the National Human Trafficking Hotline, and they actually have recorded trainings and also just a lot of education on their website that is just so great to learn and to understand. But I would say the most important thing to understand is to know that human trafficking doesn't happen like people stereotypically think of it. So it's not like the movie Taken. That's not how it looks like and how it happens generally. It happens mainly through familial trafficking or through somebody that an individual already knows. So this could be an intimate relationship, a spouse, it could be a girlfriend, it could be a boyfriend, an aunt, an uncle, things like that. So the victim already has the trust of this individual, they trust this person, and they in turn are, using that trust to their advantage. So that's something that's really important to understand, and is a big stereotype that people think that individuals are just kidnapped like taken, but that's not really how it happens. So that's important to understand, you to educate yourself of what human trafficking really looks like. So
I have a question.
yeah, Brian.
Because I've been seeing all these videos of the hand signals. Is that real? I've seen a lot of people, but I need to know, is that real?
So the hand signals, I think I've seen like one video about it, and that's kind of just pop culture. It's not really, yeah. I think Polaris did a post about the hand signals. They can be helpful in certain situations, but it's not typically how people exit their exploitation. And it's good information to know, but it's just not what is.
Yeah, while I was in the service, we were trained because of the countries we were in to watch for sex trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone through extensive training on it, but when I saw those things with the hand signals, I'm like, I don't recall any of that being in the training.
Yeah. So that just kind of blew up on TikTok, I think, and so people, they like to share popular things, but it's not really, it doesn't typically happen like that. And the best, advice to, what does human trafficking look like, and what can I do as a community member or a family member, is just to teach your children and teach your friends and family what a healthy relationship looks like, and to help them understand the signs of, an abusive relationship. And it might not necessarily be trafficking, but to keep individuals out of an abusive, unhealthy relationship is really important as well. And that's really where a lot of trafficking stems from people that you already have trust with, you have an intimate relationship with. And so it's really important to be, to have healthy relationships and to teach healthy relationship strategies as well.
We one of the things that Megan is really cautious about is that she makes sure that people do know that they don't do the rescuing. Avery Center is not a rescuing organization. What Avery Center does is they take, and when they get rescued from trafficking, they make it to where, you know, they're here in trafficking. They make it to where they start here, not back down here to where they're going to, you know, it's going to be a better decision for them life-wise to go, you know, back to the pimp. You guys really take and try to give them that training that gets them above where they were and beyond because there are some, the trafficking itself, the crime of the sex crimes and stuff like that aren't the only thing that these individuals have to suffer through, is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a big thing that we try to talk about at the Avery Center, is that we don't rescue people. We don't do that, because really it's the individual's choice to exit, to leave their pimp or their trafficker. And it's a really difficult choice, but it's their choice. And we are there as support. We are there to support them through whatever they need with our case managers, with, you know, everything. And so we really try to meet individuals where they are at. So we do a lot of harm reduction services, and just understanding that people are in the life, which is just kind of lingo for just in prostitution or street prostitution, things like that. So we understand that people are there for a reason. And a phrase that is used a lot is that, you know, poverty is the biggest pimp. And, you know, people are brought to a point where they feel like this is what they need to do. And that this is normal. How they're being treated is normal. And so a lot of times we do harm reduction services, which is just, you know, we're here. You know, we are a service, and if you ever need help, or if you ever want support to exit, then we are here. It's definitely not like a forced, you know, decision on the part of the individual, the client. So yeah, that's super important, and we try to stay with them throughout, you know, the cycle of understanding their abuse, understanding their trauma, and it often takes individuals multiple times to leave their trafficker, and we have to understand as an organization that that's normal. That's part of trauma and abuse. So yeah, that's kind of how we help individuals and support their decisions.
It's again, I could sit here and throw just kudos at what you guys do, because I mean, it's a wonderful organization. Like I said, Megan was one of the very first people that I went and I talked to when after my accident, and I started Community Pay It Forward. And when I got to meet her, I was just so awestruck by her story, by the whole, you know, everything that she was doing. And I just want to once again congratulate and thank you for joining us. Simone, Stephanie.
That's totally okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to throw out names for everybody
All
right
the
now.
S
You know,
names. And sometimes the last name is Samoa's. I'm like, I'll take a cookie.
Yeah, oh, I will too. I'm a coconut guy, so yeah. So,
no, thank you so much for sharing. That was like, you know, just hearing it again. And even though some of it's the same information that we heard on the first, but some of it's new, you guys are really doing incredible work. So thank you for taking the time with us tonight and being here. And if you guys are out there watching, you know, whether it's a monetary donation direct to the Avery Center, supplies that they need for their care packages, or, you know, refilling your wine rack or getting a gift through the fundraiser this month, like, we're just trying to support and raise awareness for these causes. So thank you all for tuning in. And thank you, Lydia, for being here with us. I appreciate you
having me. Yeah, I appreciate it. So.
And right here, we've got our wonderful little QR codes. Why don't you go on ahead and Stephanie, take it away and explain the QR codes, please.
Yeah. So the one on top in the center is our virtual event page where we are campaigning all month long for these two organizations. The one on the bottom left is the direct One Hope fundraising link for Project Diehard. The one on the right on the bottom is the direct fundraising link through One Hope for the Avery Center. So you can literally open your phone, scan that QR code with your camera, and it'll take you directly to those pages to be able to support. So,
and you can find these QR codes on our event page, which is you have that linked already, do you not, to the chat? Or
I have this linked right to our event page right now, if that's what you're asking.
Perfect.
Yeah. And if anybody's tuning in on my personal social platforms, link is in the bio, and you can get these fundraising links right there in my link.
All right. And we also want to make sure that everybody understands this truly is the halfway mark. Okay. If you haven't, this isn't the last day or anything like that. We've still got half a month to go. Let's make sure that every time that you make a purchase, we've got Easter, we've got summer coming up, dinner parties. Do you remember those? They were popular.
Yeah,
they were popular a couple years ago, and then all of a sudden we got the plague and nobody could, see each other. So those are happening again. You can get yourself a great bottle of wine and you can support some great causes. Not only these two, but they have a list of many other organizations that you can support, along with the Hope Foundation, which does some great work themselves. So we're going to be putting these QR codes back up here in a little bit. But first, we're going to go and we're going to be bringing on our second guest, Brian from Project Diehard. How you doing, my brother?
Oh, brother, living the dream. We're working the mission. I can't thank you guys enough for what you're doing for this mission. It's just outstanding, and I say thank you and God bless.
Well, we've been working really hard because we know that you have the Hope, you have Hope Stock coming up, but Hope Stock is not the only thing. Hope Stock's not going to be the cure-all. We really need to make sure that people understand what Project Diehard is. Can you give us an explanation of Project Diehard, please?
Oh, I'll be more than happy to, brother. And I thank you for this opportunity because, I got to do this thing next week and it's a very big date. So can you see my screen? Can you pull it up? There you go. Well, good evening. My name is Brian Gibson. I'm the founder and president of Project Diehard. I would like to thank Zach and Stephanie for their hard work with our mission. I come from a military family. My father's side is Navy, my mother's is Army. At a young age, I found out that I don't swim that well, so I ended up joining the Army. I served for over 26 years as a combat medic. I self-medicated with alcohol to the point that it almost cost me my life. I got to put an inject here. Thank you for, I have nothing against wine, beer. If you can drink safely, I have nothing against you. I just know my limitations. So I'm not a drum beater. It's only by God that I'm here right now to talk to you. After many years of prayer and asking my father, hey, what now? You saved my life, right? I received a phone call from the wife of a true brother asking me, Doc, what do I do? He's hanging in the garage. After losing more brothers and sisters that I served with suicide than downrange, I knew that something better had to be done. That's what led to Project Diehard. We were established as a 501c3 in 2018 with a mission to bring public awareness to veteran suicide and to assist veterans in coping with the stresses and difficulties in transitioning from active duty military to civilian life. We help them rise. Let's see if this works.
Said I do swear to fight for freedom anytime, anywhere. And so you went for Uncle Sam to learn the horror of war in far-off foreign lands. The things you had to do, the things you had to see, shook you to the core and brought you to your knees. You walked through hell just to find your way back home. But it's all changed and nothing's the same. You feel alone. Don't give up. Don't give in. Even when you think that you have reached the end, there is hope. There is peace. There is one who loves you more than you believe. When the enemy fills your head with lies, lay your burdens down at the feet of Christ. Look your hopelessness and fear right in the eyes and arise. Sometimes it seems the easy way would be the very thing to take your pain away. But you have yet to follow through. 'Cause in your heart you know that's not what you should do. The memories that haunt you in your sleep, the friends you lost that hurt you way down deep. Some days you have to fight the urge to just let go, but no longer you are stronger than you know. Don't give up. Don't give in. Even when you think that you have reached the end, there is hope. There is peace. There is one who loves you more than you believe. When the enemy fills your head with lies, lay your burdens down at the feet of Christ. Look your hopelessness and fear right in the eyes and rise and rise. Said I do swear to fight for freedom anytime, anywhere. And so you went for Uncle Sam to learn the horror of war in far-off foreign lands. The things you had to do, the things you had to see, shook you to the core and brought you to your knees.
Well, that is our main reason to exist, to lift up my brothers and sisters. People ask, how are we going to do that? Again, we are faith-based, scripture-led. 501c organization. We are a true veteran nonprofit. We are based in Romans 15:13. May the God of hope fill you with the joy and peace as you trust in him, so you may overflow in the hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. That is our motto right there. Well, this is how we're going to do it. With the Lord's blessing, we had 20 acres and a 10,000 square foot building donated to us. It is named after Sergeant Courtney Rush of the United States Air Force. She lost her battle with the demons January 3rd, 2012. This is how we're going to name all of our facilities, because we will not let people forget that the war still goes on here at home. Forward operating brush is that. The goal is to give a safe, secure place where veterans can come get the help they need to get back to the civilian world, whether it's a day, a week, a month, or up to a year, at no cost to them. When completed, Forward Operating Base Rush will house 12 single veterans and 2 veterans with their families. We're going to focus on wellness, emotional, physical, spiritual, and financial. We're going to do it all right there. So when that veteran leaves us, they're going to be ready. Teamwork makes the dream work. We know Community Pay It Forwards. We know Support Sigma. We know the Veterans Ranch. And of course us. Together we all form the Veterans Community Project. This is where your donation will be going. That's what's there. That's what it needs to be. What will it cost? Well, architect, engineering, labor, materials just on phase 1. That is the new roof, that's the plumbing, the electrical, all that is estimated at $624,000. To completely get Bob Rush up and running, we're looking to raise $4.5 to $6 million. That will cover our total refit, all the buildings, everything, and give us 1 year of operating funds. How do we sustain this? Well, our monthly patrons, $22 a month. Fundraising events like this. Again, Stephanie, God bless you. This is just going to do so much. Grants and endowments. Grants we apply for all the time. We can get grants for food, for lodging, for skill training, all that. We're only missing one little thing. We don't have any residents now because the building's not to code. Endowments, depending on how this fundraiser goes, we are a member of the Southern Illinois Community Foundation. Depending how this goes, we might be able to start that trust fund we want to start. We are supported by Maxwell Soaps, so when you order through them, portions come back. Third Day Coffee. If people want to become a sponsor, please contact us for that monthly sponsorship. We'll do our best to get your company out there. How you can help us share our mission. ProjectDiehard.org, Project Diehard 22, Project Diehard on Instagram, LinkedIn, Project Diehard. We're out there. You can find us. Or you can scan that nice little QR code. Volunteer. You may have the voice. You may have a skill that can help this mission succeed. Become a patron. Whether it's $22 a month or $22,000 a month. Every patron has the same right. You get to come to any facility and see where your money's going, because it does not go into my wallet. Yes, our upcoming event, Hope Stock. July 29th to the 31st, we got Chris Tice and Chris Turner coming. I understand, Zach, you're getting married. You have an excuse. You're allowed to miss. Okay. But due to Zach and his idea, Friday night, July 29th, our Message of Hope will be live streamed out to over 2 million people. We still got a little bit of space left. If you want to have it on your platform, reach out to us, contact us. But of course, come to McKenna, Illinois. Come see the property. Walk around the pond. Put your hand on the building. Feel God's love that we feel every time we're there. In conclusion, I pray that you find this mission worthy. I'm asking you to put your money where my mouth is, because I will beat the drum. I will beat the drum on veteran suicide. And remember that your donation today could save a veteran's life tomorrow.
You know, Brian, one of the other things is this is not, we at Community Pay It Forward, we're in this for the long haul with you. Anytime anybody, makes a purchase through one of our partners, they can choose Project Diehard to donate to. You can choose the Avery Center to donate to simply by shopping with our great partners, the partners that work with us. They do such fantastic things in the community. So, we ask you guys to use this QR code, and you can find all of our brand new all of our partners. Some of them we've had from the beginning. Some of them we added today. People are doing exactly what Brian said. They're putting their business where their heart is. Okay. They're giving up a portion of what they make to make sure that great organizations like these, like what Hope Wines is doing, they're making sure that they're caring. Every purchase, everything that they do is about helping people. And that's one of the reasons why these organizations, why One Hope Wines, why Community Pay It Forward, it's the reason why we get together and we click like this. Brian,
I got an alibi.
Yeah.
There was supposed to be another hyperlink in that thing, so I got another video.
Oh, okay.
It's only a minute 50 seconds.
Project Diehard would like to welcome you to Forward Operating Base Rush in beautiful McKenna, Illinois. A luscious 20-acre piece of property with a 10,000 square foot building that once remodeled will house up to 12 veterans and their families to help them get back on their feet. Folks, this is where your $22 a month is going. Right here in the corner, you're going to see where the Veterans Ranch will have a 4-stall barn and provide equine therapy services to veterans and families staying at Forward Operating Base Rush. Around the pond, there will also be a playground, a generic classroom, a gym, and a pavilion where you can just relax and enjoy the beautiful scenery. Behind the pond are trails. There will be a retreat center that can hold up to 24 people for a weekend event. So if you would like to bring your veteran nonprofit out to Forward Operating Base Rush, we just ask that you do not charge the folks staying here for any services that you provide. Here's another beautiful overview of what you'll see when you come in to Forward Operating Base Rush. Whether you want to ride some horses, drop a line into the pond and catch some bass and bluegill, or just relax under the pavilion and enjoy the scenery and alleviate some stress that you might be having in your life, Project Diehard and Forward Operating Base Rush are here to provide those services for you and will be here as long as you need. We thank you for your time. God bless.
That guy sounds a little familiar to me. I think I may have talked to him.
Yeah, once or twice.
Yeah.
Look, teamwork makes the dream work. I understand. I don't know everything. Okay? And yeah, I'm pretty much blunt in your face, right? So yeah, my brother Zach mellows me out. JR mellows me out. You guys show me a better way to do things. Again, I'm not perfect by any means. I'm just a sinner saved by grace, trying to do God's work.
Well, you're doing something that is bigger than bigger than you, much bigger than you.
Well, actually, I got a praise report. You know, Zach, how many Zoom meetings I'm in every week, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. This whole Zoom thing, I'll tell you. I mean, it started out a little hokey, but boy, I'll tell you, it's getting the word out.
I was in one Wednesday, and this young lady that was in the Zoom meeting with us, she goes, "You're Brian from Project Diehard." I went, "Yeah, I am." She goes, "Do you guys know you saved my cousin's life?" I'm like, "Excuse me? What's your cousin's name?" And I keep a roster, so I'm over here, doing my little computer thing. She gives me the name, and I go, "We've never spoken to him." She goes, "No. Your social media posts that you put out every day, your messages of hope, your don't give up the fight, convinced him to go seek the help he needed." Yeah,
That's
again, I love that. But imagine what we could be doing if Forward Operating Base Rush was operational.
This is just, it's again, and just to let everybody know, that voiceover was by J.R. Smith. He's another dear friend. He's a huge part of what we're doing. And as it happens to be, he will be one of our missions next month with Veterans Ranch. So you're going to learn more about Veterans Ranch next month. And we're going to be supporting still the same projects, just doing it in a different direction. All great things coming your way. Brian, you guys do something very, very different than a lot of the places, because you are going to be housing in each fob 2 families.
Yes. From everything I found out, we're the only organization taking on that mantle. That all came from a phone call 3 years ago from a veteran going, "Are you guys real?" "Yeah, we're real." And burrowed down that hole, because I'm a good NCO, and that's what we do. We chase the rabbits. Here's a veteran living out in California, 80% disabled, with a wife and 3 kids in a minivan. Now, we got him the help, but that's when I came back to my people and said, "Guess what? We're doing families. We're bringing the veteran with their families to this facility, to all of our facilities." And some go, "Why?" "Because it needs to be done." Now, I'm not going to bore you with the details of how much insurance is going to cost when that first child hits the property, but this is why I need your help. This is why I need you to give that $22 a month, or any amount helps. I need people to share our mission, tell people about us.
One of the reasons why that is so important, and this is something that everybody out there really needs to understand, when a veteran serves, it's not just a veteran serving, it is the family. When the veteran comes home with problems, it's not just a veteran, it's also the family. The family needs to learn how to cope with things the same as the veteran. Brian, as always, brother, I love you. I love everything that you're doing. That we're going to be here. And now, one of the great things about this is, and Stephanie, you can verify this, but now that we've got Brian and Lydia both here with us, and we've got all the details for the Avery Center and Project Diehard, now people can donate to them pretty much anytime, not just this month. Is that correct?
That is right. Well, first of all, for anyone watching, please share this video around.
Please.
Just a quick click of the button. Please share it around. You can absolutely go directly to their websites to make a donation, a monetary donation. you can connect with Zach through Community Pay It Forward. He's fundraising year round. If you would like to host a wine event to fundraise for these causes, please connect with me. I'm happy to do it. If you're a supporter of theirs, you can absolutely host an event that'll donate back to their causes as well. There are so many ways. So we're just here to really raise awareness and educate on all those ways and just support the work that they're doing. So thank you so much for being here, Brian and Lydia. It was incredible to hear from you both again.
We just want to say that this is all about, Stephanie and I came up with this idea because there are so many great nonprofits out there, and we need to bring attention to them because they do. There is a lack of attention at a lot of them, and there are so many good things out there. So, Lydia, can you please tell us how to get a hold of you to learn more about the Avery Center?
Yeah. You can always go to our website. We have a contact us form, and that will go to just like all of the team, basically. You can also email me. I can type it into the chat.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and I'll share that in the comments. That way, people will have it.
Yeah. So you can email me as well, and that's that will go to me, and we can connect, and we love to connect with anybody in the area, and just want to work with you and help people. So
well, we cannot thank you enough for being here.
Well, thank you.
Joining us and telling the story. Please stick around if you'd like. Simone's, gee, I did it again. Stephanie's going to be talking about some great wines here in a second. She's also going to be telling us about, she put out a recipe for mimosas the other day, and I don't do mimosas, okay? I don't really do mimosas, but I'm going to tell you something. They did kind of make me go, So, this new page of ours, it is going to do some good. So, Brian, how do we get a hold of you, my brother?
Again, contact@projectdiehard.org is our email, our Facebook Messenger, our Instagram, our LinkedIn. I do my best to answer every message all the time. There are days where I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning because a veteran's message. We're texting or we're DMing just to keep them off that ledge. So I do my best. If I don't answer the phone, I'm sleeping. That's about the only reason I don't answer the phone.
You do that? You sleep?
Something that my doctor says, hey, you have to do a little bit of it.
Well, again, Brian, everything that you're doing is so important to our veterans. Everything that you've done, I thank you so much, of course, as always, for your service. And I thank you for your struggle, because your struggle is has built a bridge that's going to save lives. So thank you for everything that you've done, my brother. But we're always a pleasure to talk to you. You and I talk quite a bit on our regular podcast. You're always joining us with everything that we do here on the PAC channel. And, you're just a mainstay, and I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. So thank you.
Wait, the PAC channel, come on. You guys stepped up. A 1-minute commercial.
Yeah, that's right.
Playing
Why don't you?
To the end of August?
Yep.
Come on, guys.
And what he's talking about.
A sponsor of Hope Stock.
Yep. To be a sponsor of Hope Stock, you're looking for your bronze package is $100 to $499.
Zach, I'm going to make it easy for you. We need 7 more platinum sponsors. I'll take any level of sponsorship. Yep. But I need 7 more platinum sponsors. That's $2,000. Okay. And with your help starting that snowball, your logo, your company is going to go out to over 2 million people Friday night with a 1-minute commercial.
Right here on the PAC channel.
On the PAC channel is the main channel. It's going to go on our speed. It's going to, I guess I got a little bit of space left. So if you have a social media platform you want to put out our message of hope Friday night, contact me. That's all I can say.
Everybody,
Now,
this is Brian again. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You guys are going to crack
open.
open wine. And, you know, I got this little thing of my personal demons. So the Lord tells me not to put myself into temptation. So I will leave you all to enjoy some wine. Again, I'm not against it. I just know my limitations.
No. And we're not going to tempt you because that's not what we're here to do. As we stated in the first, this is about what we're doing, and we're doing this for the missions. This is all about the missions. If you do have a problem, please make sure you get the phone number at the end of this show and call them, because we want to find help for you if you do battle alcoholism. We want to find a home for you if you're battling trafficking, if you're battling suicide thoughts, if you're making those end-of-life decisions. And one of the things that has become one of the things that I say all the time, remember, get help if you know somebody who's in trouble, because if reacting is after the fact, you cannot react well to somebody who's going to commit suicide, to somebody who's been trafficked. Make sure that you do something before that happens. Brian, thank you very much, my brother. So, and thank you, Lydia.
Thank you. I'm going to head out. I have another appointment, but thank you so much for having me on. And
hey, thank you so much for being here. It was great.
Bye.
All right. Thank you. Well, Stephanie, it's us.
Yeah, let's do it. While you're pouring your sparkling Moscato, I was wondering if maybe we could put those QR codes back up on the screen real quick.
We're going to do that right now.
Awesome.
So, and I'm going to try not to shoot myself in the eye. So, but I'm going to use my cooling towel to open this bottle. And remember, if you have about another, you know what? If you make an order throughout the night, we'll send you a cooling towel for free.
Anybody who places an order to support these causes tonight will get entered into a live drawing right on our virtual event page. The QR code right to our virtual event page is on the top there. If you open up your phone camera, it'll take you right to that page. You can join that group there, where we'll be sharing things throughout the month. On the bottom left is the direct fundraising link for Project Diehard. And on the bottom right is the direct fundraising link for the Avery Center. If you're watching on my social channels, you can check out the link in the bio and it will take you right there. There is a link to our virtual event page there as well. So I'm going to dive in and just share a little bit about One Hope, because I think we time out in a couple of minutes, Zach. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
We do.
So I'm going to jump in while you pour your glass.
Here we go.
And share a little bit about One Hope. So if you didn't tune in last time, I'll jump in and share a little bit about what we do. We are a cause-centric winery out of Napa Valley. What does that actually mean? Every single bottle of wine that we sell gives back to make an impact. We have donated over $8 million to date, locally and globally. And our main pillars of giving are for clean water, ending hunger, health, and education. So how we do this is through the One Hope Foundation. And in addition, we're able to select any registered 501c3 nonprofit that we can give back an additional amount to, which in this case, of course, is Project Diehard and the Avery Center. We have some of the most incredible winemakers in the industry. If you are a wine lover, you may be familiar with some of these names. Robert Mondavi Jr., Tony Coltrane, Mari Wells Coyle is our head winemaker. She's incredible. One of the few female winemakers in the industry. We are so thankful to have her. So we are a private wine label, which actually means that our winemakers do make our wine, from the grape all the way to the glass. They have a handle on it every step of the way, which is really incredible. And our wine is award winning. So we are the only Napa Valley winery with more than 5 90+ point rated wines for $25 or less. And if you know wine, you know that these are excellent wine ratings. But what's even better is that you can have the wine delivered to your door in 3 to 5 business days, and they can support these causes too at the same time.
And they are beautifully packaged. I was in awe when they came to my door. I was like, wow, did I just win a prize or something? I mean, it was gorgeous how they came to the door. I like this.
Cheers. I'm not drinking wine. I'm drinking from my my One Hope tumbler here, but enjoy that. How do you like it so far? Is that
Yeah, I get to be the drunk today. That's fine. No,
okay?
You know what? You mentioned last time that I was going to get a little bit of and I told you, if it's pineapple, it's going to be gone. Guess what? I taste the pineapple.
You don't like it, huh?
No, I love it.
Oh, good.
That's what I'm saying. I can taste the pineapple. So this is, this one's going to go down really well. So
awesome. I love it.
Tell me this, Stephanie. What is the difference between this having all the bubbles and everything as compared to the Moscato I had last time?
So the Moscato that you had last time was our Vintner Collection Moscato. And now I'll preface this question with this. I am not a wine expert. I focus on the fundraising aspect of wine, but I can share what I know about our wines, right? You know, but if you talk to a sommelier, you may get a slightly different answer. But so you had our still Vintner Collection Moscato last time. What that means is no bubbles. This time you're having our sparkling Moscato. So you have a bubbly there. That's really nice and refreshing, I think.
Very much so. Yeah.
Warmer, you make sure you have those bubblies nice and chilled, and I find them to be really refreshing. But that is definitely one of our sweeter selections is our California Sparkling Moscato.
Well, yeah. I will tell you this. I will be ordering more of this. I do like this.
I love it. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. I know we're limited on time, so I'm going to quickly highlight I'm not going to go through the tasting profile. You can find that right on the fundraising websites, but I wanted to highlight just a couple of wines with the thought of Easter, Passover, Mother's Day coming up and all of like the holidays in mind. So I did highlight the last time the Vintner Collection Sparkling Brut. And as Zach was referring to mimosas before, you can find those recipes right on our virtual event page. The Sparkling Brut is delicious to have, with Easter brunch, amazing mimosas. I say add a splash of your favorite juice, top it with some berries. You're good to go. And that's a beautiful mimosa. And you can kind of put any juice that you really enjoy in that. So wanted to bring that Sparkling Brut back. As the weather is getting warmer, I absolutely love our Vintner Collection Sauvignon Blanc. I find that it's really refreshing. It finishes a little bit dry on the drier side. But if you're someone that likes sweet, like I know Zach really loves sweet. This is a great selection to make a white sangria with, adding the fruit to it, some brandy, some orange juice, letting it sit overnight in the fridge. That fruit soaks up all the juice. It's delicious and really a crowd pleaser the next day. So I'll make sure that recipe is on the page. Also, I think we have about 2 minutes, right?
Well, you know what, Stephanie? If we need, we can take a little more time. I know the owner. I know the owner of the channel.
Okay. All right. Perfect. I'll try to make it quick. So I wanted to bring out our Vintner Collection Rosé. Just because this time of year, as the weather's starting to get warmer, rosé is really nice, chilled poolside, outdoor barbecues, things like that. And there are even some really fun frosé recipes, which means that you would put it into your freezer, some ice cubes, blend that up. And frosé is really fun to have as the weather starts to get warmer as well. And for those bold red wine drinkers, I wanted to bring out one of my personal favorites, which is our Paso Robles Cabernet. This is a reserve bottle of Cab. If you like a bold red Cab, this is a delicious selection. One of my personal bestsellers. This is a crowd pleaser. So definitely check this one out. It's one of those reserves that you want to let air out and breathe a little bit before you sip it, but it is delicious. If you're having steak, burgers on the grill, things like that. This is a great wine to pair with those options. So that was just a quick highlight on those, you guys. You can check out the full tasting profile on the website. It's all available there. And just because we're kind of limited in time, I wanted to just share how you can save and make the biggest impact for these organizations.
Yes, please do.
At the same time. So you can make the biggest impact and save the most by building a half or a full case of wine. So 10% off of a 6-pack, which is a half case, 20% off of a 12-pack. And just to give you an idea, I know I didn't mention this last time, a case of our Vintner collection donates back through One Hope $24 right away to the organization. But remember, we're also adding additional monetary donations on top of these. So your case of wine can really go a long way for these nonprofits. Just wanted to mention that. I also love mentioning the wine club because I find that it is the second best thing that we offer on the website. You know, the first I have to say is what I do. I really enjoy what I do with fundraising year round. But the wine club is excellent because you're getting the most value. It's free to join. You get automatic discounts on all of your wine purchases, free shipping for the life of your wine club, double rewards, which means that you actually have wine credits to use to shop for more wine right after your first initial purchase. You can build your own box or have our winemakers select the picks for you. You get access to exclusive wines with Wine Club that is not available to everyone on the regular website. And Wine Club, I like to mention, is also a great gift that covers all of the holidays. Gifting and special occasions. You know, there are a lot of things coming up: Easter, Passover, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all of the things. You know, it's bridal season too, weddings. Your favors for your wedding, your table wine, your bubbly for your champagne toast, all of those things can give back to your favorite nonprofits as well through One Hope. So I like to mention that as well. Let's see. Oh, that was a lot. Any questions, Zach? I know I'm trying to pace quickly. I wanted to make sure that the nonprofits had time to speak and really share tonight. So it's really that cool.
And just so everybody does know, we did go a little bit longer with our nonprofits than we usually do, but that's because their message is it's so important to us. I mean, it really is important. The work that the work that those two organizations, along with all these other organizations in the world, are doing, it's so important. And we truly feel like that if we can get them to come to what we're doing here, try to raise some money for them, there's a chance that they can get to what they need. Until Brian gets a roof on those buildings,
they can't house veterans without a roof.
They can't house, yeah, that's exactly it. They can't do what Brian has dedicated his life to do. And I am going to tell you, knowing the man personally, he has dedicated his life to do this. All right. If we don't support things like the Avery Center, they can't do the good work that they're doing. And we're not asking you, we'll more than happy to give you guys the websites so you can donate cash. But what we want you to do is we are programs that if you make a purchase with us, you can support someone just by shopping with our partners with One Hope Wine. Every time you shop, you send me the receipt at Community Pay It Forward, and then you tell me, I want to support the Avery Center. I want Megan and her crew to succeed on getting all of these. You know what? Let's help them get to 200 care packages by the end of the year. It's not going to be that difficult if we all do this together.
Right. Absolutely.
Let's help Brian raise that $700,000. We'll just do that $700,000 to get phase 1 done. Brian wants to put these in every state, but we can't put it in the second state until the first state is done. Okay. We can't be where we want to be until we get to where we need to be.
Right.
The saying, you can't run before you walk. You can't walk before you crawl.
Yep.
This is true.
Yeah, I mean, so it's that simple. If you're tuning in, shop the fundraising links. Every purchase is going to donate to the cause that you select. There's a link for the Avery Center. There's a link there for Project Diehard. And if you support these causes tonight, you'll be entered into a live drawing that I am going to do on the virtual event page as well. So, let's get these donations rolling in for these incredible causes. I'm so thankful they were here to spend their time and share more with the audience. If there are any questions in regards to wine, One Hope, fundraising through One Hope for them, don't hesitate to reach out to me on the virtual event page. I would be happy to make recommendations or direct you. Zach's on there as well. So if you have questions in regards to community pay it forward, you can definitely reach us there. And I mean, lastly, if you're passionate about these charities and want to help them fundraise, please reach out to us. We're here to help. We're here to help you to help them. So, that's what I'll kind of wrap it up with. These were some of my personal picks of wine for the season that we're in and for the holidays that are approaching. But I'm happy to answer any questions that anybody has.
Well, I'm going to take away the QR codes real quick, because this is one that I really want people to understand. I want to, first off, Stephanie, even though I tried to call you Simone a couple times during the, sorry about that, but
That's all right.
But I want to thank you personally for allowing us to do this, for involving Community Pay It Forward in doing this. It means a lot to me when people put trust in what we're trying to do and want to be involved. There's nothing better to me than when we're able to meet people like you who are like, this is great. This is what we need to do. This is what we got to get involved with. So there's nothing more important to me than having somebody like you who's going to give up your time away from your family to come and support what we're doing. The second thing is real quick.
We're better together, right? So thank you for taking the time. Hey, we can reach a greater audience and make a bigger impact together for sure.
One Hope Wines also has one other program. And you just mentioned it a little bit ago. How do people become like Stephanie?
Cause entrepreneurs. Okay, so there are 3 ways that you can, participate with One Hope, I'll call it. The first is as a customer. Oh, Brian, teamwork makes the dream work. You're awesome, Brian. Thank you. As a customer, just refilling your wine rack or purchasing a gift through One Hope. You're giving back with every single bottle that way. The second way would be to host an event for your favorite charity. If you're watching this and you are a supporter of Project Diehard, a supporter of the Avery Center, and you want to help, pay it forward to them, you want to host a fundraising event, reach out to me. We can do a really fun happy hour wine tasting that's going to give back directly to these organizations. And the third way would be what I do. I fundraise year round for nonprofits that I love. Through Project Diehard, he mentioned, equine therapy, and that hit the spot for me. My kiddos have a rarely diagnosed medical condition. We are a huge, huge animal family here. I love the whole idea of animal therapy. I see it right here in our home. So that is a passion for me. I got connected when I saw that video there. But as a cause entrepreneur, I'm able to make an impact with One Hope year round. And it's really flexible. Like Zach said, I have kids and it's flexible around my family, and I'm able to, make an impact for these really incredible causes at the same time, just by sharing wine and giving hope.
And I'm going to say it. You also make a little bit of money doing that too. So you can help support your own family as well. So please make sure. There are many, many reasons to talk to this woman. Okay. She's fantastic. She works her butt off to do this. So if you have any questions, please make sure, and I'll bring them up one more time. Wow. Why do I still have sharing? Oh, that's why. Right here, go to our virtual event, support Project Diehard, support the Avery Center. All you got to do, make a purchase through those, and you're supporting what we're doing. Folks, we did go over time tonight, and I do not apologize for it one bit. This is so important to do that I would sit here Yeah, I did sit here for 22 hours once. I actually didn't sit here. I sat in another room for 22 hours once, but I wore out the floor, so they kicked me out of that office. They were like going, his stool was like sunk in the floor, so I had to move out of that office and move to a new one. But and so, but you know what? I had one hell of a time doing it. I'll be honest with you. But you know, we just want to make sure. Before I go into my ending spiel, Stephanie, do you have anything else to finish up with?
No.
No?
Just want to say thank you to you and, you know, to Brian, to Lydia, and everyone watching. You know, share this around.
So, all right, folks, we're going to go on ahead and we're going to end this now. And I want to thank you very much. We had quite a few people who checked in. Make sure that you check in again and let's share this. Like Stephanie was saying, if everybody sends this to 10 people, imagine how much good we can do together. Please love somebody out there because somebody out here loves you. My name is Zach. I am the president and founder of Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care. And we're just letting you know, nobody has to go alone when we all come together. It doesn't matter if you're in this country illegally, if you're white, black, maroon with yellow polka dots. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Christian, Buddhist. We're all human. Cold kills. Hunger kills. Let's come together. Let's make sure we're taking care of each other. When we're taking care of each other, we cannot lose. Let's do this together. And if you have any questions, give us a call, 970-909-0751, 970-909-0751. Community Pay It Forward. Come together, folks. We'll see you on, when are we going to be back on?
The 5th of next month, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. your time.
That's right. And we're going to be bringing on JR, as we mentioned, with equine therapy. And we've got one more. I haven't got his answer yet. I think he's shy. He's not shy. He's a biker. He's not shy. But man, we'll let him be shy today. So
jump on that virtual event page. We'll have all the announcements there.
There you go. But don't stop shopping now for Avery Center and for Project Diehard. Don't stop shopping now. Don't stop shopping tomorrow. Let's get them done. Let's get them where we need to be. All right. Thank you, folks. For Stephanie, I'm Zach. We love you. See you next month.